ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Why Is This a Name? And I'm going to present you another episode of the Source Filmmaker series. For your help and for your mistakes will be forever gone. That didn't make any sense, but okay, so this is part 8 of the SFM artwork tutorial series. So, in this episode, I'll be covering proper custom posing and exporting posters because because I wasn't very happy with my part was it part 6 of custom posing. I was not happy with that because it's just not good because the soldier custom posing thing demonstration was absolute balls. So this time I'm gonna be doing another posing. So, but if you want to learn the basics of of how to get the pose right and stuff, you watch the ball sack video, okay? So, I'll put that in the link of the description. So, I'm gonna be covering advanced tutorial. So, I'm going to be naming this Cold Soldier, a very uncreative name because I have nothing else to name it. And I was planning on doing a cold map, so perhaps cold front. Oh yeah, it's like that when you like these windows pop up when you download something from the workshop. So I downloaded Iron Man, but I'm not even sure if it properly downloaded. So I'm gonna find cold front because that's the one that I'm planning to do. Of course, it's a cold soldier, but it's not exactly cold. He's more like, how should I say it? Uh, you know what I mean. Well, not really, but I'll be doing advanced posing. I'll show you how I do my things, but yeah. So, just one reminder, you have to know the setting, which is basically the environment, know your emotions for the target model and the pose. That's the three most important things that make custom posing extremely important and make it look amazing. So yeah, that's basically it. So what so setting is the setting and the emotions are basically what you decide on what you feel is the best. So, posing, if you want to get it right, you obviously have to pose it out yourself. Study the anatomy of the human body. The human body may not really, the human body of TF2 may not seem very, may not, is very unique compared to the reality, which is true. But if you understand the basics, you'll be able to manipulate the different sizes of you'll be able to manipulate the different sizes of the character. Okay, so I'm going to be using cold front. So basically what my plan is going to be is that I'm going to basically have a soldier wearing, of course, like the items, like the cosmetics that make him look Antarctic sort of thingy, and I'm going to be making him look epic if I can. So it's been a while since I've done custom posing because I was I just was never bothered to make a video until now. So let's just get a model of the soldier. Make sure to check out my other videos if you don't know what I'm doing right now. So, soldier. And go into the motion editor, which is next to the clip editor and the graph editor. Now, basically what you do is hold on to the yellow box, put it on the ground. Easy. That's the easy part. Now what you do is you can also change the zooming of the camera by holding onto this camera and zooming in and out with your scroll wheel. So I'm going to leave that for camera 1. Now I'm going to do all the work on what camera, which is extremely useful, but I sometimes like to just stick with one camera, but oh well. So basically, what you can do, which is what I usually do a lot, is I go onto these ones. These, well, I can't really call it as a custom posing, um, but what you can do is you can, if you want a specific pose, you can get a similar pose from the sequence, the default sequences from here, and then you can change it a bit so then it's the way you want it. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to find a hill sorta for him. And I'm going to move it here. Okay, now rotation. Okay. Now here comes the hard part. Now, this pelvis is a very important bone. It moves everything. So, it's the most important. No, it's not really the most important. It's a very important bone which controls every single thing. So, yeah. So I'm going to get into my posing, and I'm not going to be talking for a while because concentration is best for me. Oh, my balls. Sorry that I'm sniffing a lot. It's because, how should I say it? Yeah, winter. It's winter right now in Hong Kong. So, it makes my skin dry, sorta, a little bit. But it's Hong Kong, and it's unexpectedly cold this winter. Jeez. Okay, that does not really fit. Okay, that should do. You don't really have to do these poses really too much. Like at the bottom, if it's not going to be too important. So I'm just doing it because effects. So I'm not going to reveal the legs because, you know, too much work. Because like sometimes you don't have to put in the whole image to make it look effective, because it would just seem kind of beginner-like, sorta. So yeah, yeah, basically that's it. So, but what I'm gonna be doing with the arms now is I'm also gonna be adding I'm also going to be teaching you how to export posters and adding effects on this program called paint.net. So let me just pose these arms first. It may not seem like a very good demonstration as expected because I just randomly came up with this, but I'm still quite happy with this sort of idea, because you have to be happy with your ideas before you actually do it. unless somebody's recommending an idea as well. You may be wondering what the hell I'm prosing right now. It's because um, after what's it called, I'm gonna be adding snow onto the actual image um, when I how should I say, crap. Um, Basically what's gonna be going on is there's a lot of snow. It's cold, and the soldier is protecting his face from the cold. And he's also gonna be wearing like Antarctic stuff, like the Antarctic parka and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure what I should do for this arm. So so I'll just perhaps wait. So what don't make mistakes like me. You have to know your specific posing. So yeah. So what I should do for over here, I am not sure. So as I said, camera one, and what camera? This is the actual, like, you see this camera thingy majiggy, it's so small. Well, that is that is camera one. So you can see it on my secondary viewport over here. So back to work. I am really not sure what I should be doing for the. Oh crap, that looks really weird. But as I said, you don't really have to do, like, you don't have to make everything specific if it's not gonna be if it's not actually gonna be seen from the camera. So as long as it looks fine from the camera point of view, then it's fine. Unless you're making an animation. So um I'm planning on perhaps adding a torch maybe, but I'm not sure if there is a torch in this game. So maybe I'm going to add a pickaxe. Okay, so I'll do the equalizer, because you know, equalizer wins games. Yeah, this is the equalizer, sorry. And this is what I'm going to be giving to the soldier. You also have to, if you want to learn how to pose the fist, you have to clench your fist and study the anatomy. Literally what I did. And then after practicing, you'll understand how it works. I'll also be showing you some examples of the artwork that I did in my library after this, because you know, demonstration references is very important. References are really important in order to give you the best images that you can make. But majority of the ones that I make are from my imagination. So this is actually improvising. So a skill that you need to have is improvisation, is when there is something that does not work out the way that you want it to, and then you improve it or you change something to make it better, to make everything work again. So a part of my improvisation was when I what was it? When I was thinking of the best pose for this arm, but not for this arm. So this is improvisation. I came up with the pickaxe and stuff, and hopefully you guys would be able to do improvisation as well. If you're still in school, you would learn improvisation in drama class, but you know, probably not all of you guys get to attend school, so no offense, but um, yeah, I am not very good at clenching the fist. Well, it's not really clenching the fist, but not very good at posing the hands. Yeah, I still need to practice on this, but as I said, practice makes you better at things, not perfect, okay? Nothing is perfect. Everything has a flaw, everything that exists in the universe has a consequence. I don't know why I'm speaking so deep, but that's the truth. So, yeah. As I said, you don't have to pose everything specifically, as long as it looks okay from the camera point of view. So, that I know that may seem like a very weird, a weird and really lazy technique, but it works. So I'm going to lock that in. Basically what I did is I dragged the soldier onto the pickaxe. Not the pickaxe onto the soldier, okay? Because no, that doesn't work, okay? It's always the view model onto the weapon or cosmetic model. So I'm gonna bring this arm up. So then, why am I so? I'm gonna bring this up. My friend's texting me. And hello. I know I seem very unprofessional because I'm talking to someone during a video, but I have a life. Okay, let's see. I am making a video. Lol. Don't. Okay. Let's see his response. Yeah, screw it, let's just go back to work. Okay. So. Oh, shoot. I am happy with this. I'm actually happy with this because it's very nice. And sometimes you won't be able to find the best, the best sort of cosmetics and items for your idea, but you don't have to pose. What I don't need to pose the eyes because of my idea. I don't think it's gonna show the eyes. So basically, I'm gonna have like that cosmetic. I forgot its name. It's Sub-Zero. What? No. Basically, what it was is that it's like that soldier cosmetic that has goggles and has like this beanie on it, sorta. So then um, it's like, yeah, basically. So in Toxic Parker, so I'm gonna be fixing that cosmetic just now. So that's the bip lower arm. So basically, to fix it, make sure to check my video on how to fix those cosmetic errors. So here is bip upper arm, bip lower arm L. So, okay, shoot. I'll bring it out. And as long as it looks okay in the camera point of view, then it should be fine. So, still needs a little bit more work. Okay. Yep, that is fine. Okay, now you won't see any like spots of like the soldier's elbow or anything. This is just part of the Antarctic Parker over here. It may seem a little bit off, but yeah, SFM's buggy, but it can also create really good pictures. So this is a demonstration of a full entire artwork. So keep your eyes ready. This is how I do my things. This is going to be a particular long video as I am only halfway done. So I'm going to find the name of that specific how should I say it, this specific cosmetic that I want. So I usually go onto TF2 wiki, wiki.teamfortress.com, and I go to soldier, and I go to, actually no, that's the wrong tie. Go cosmetics, and then I go list of soldier cosmetics, and then I should find the one that I want here. Okay. Yeah, the soldier slope scopers. I think that's it. That's the one that I want, because, you know, covers the eyes. It's like the perfect match for Antarctic Parker. But I kinda wish there was something else, so I might try another cosmetic that fits, because, you know, you have to try different things in order to get the best result. So the one that's probably the best, other than soldier slope scopers, is the war pig. So I'll try out the war pig. Delete that, and adding the war pig, because, you know, war pig. Now set skin. Oh shoot. I think the war pig suits this artwork more, because it's the frickin' war pig. It's so good. Now, that should be okay. So it may look weird from like one side. Do you sell point and shoot? He's talking about my hat. Hi. I'm not selling it. Thank you. Okay, now let's see. Going to put it over here, and I'm going to just make some small changes, because you have to. You know, small changes are like, you know, bay. You have to make everything as improvised as possible, make it look as professional as possible before you do the actual editing and stuff. So, I'm going to rotate the camera. Basically what I mean is, you hold, basically I'm going to tilt it, basically. So to do this, you hold onto the camera, press R, and then you move either left or right. But I'm gonna be doing the left a bit. Like here. And here it is. Now, this is the, okay, so basically I'm going to be making a dark background. If you want to learn how to do that, you go to the lighting, my lighting tutorial, and I'll put that in the link of the description below. So, but I'll also demonstrate it here. Okay, so basically what I did was create animation set for existing element, camera 1 as camera 1. Now this time it's going to be a little bit different, because you can only move it in the motion editor, you can't move it in the timeline. So you can only move it in the graph editor and the motion editor, but I prefer the motion editor because it's big, because it's the only editor that you really need in order to do all the posing and stuff. But always make sure you put it on timeline if you want to render it, because that's where you see these patchy thingies. Press timeline and they smoothen it out. But there's also another way to make it look as more high definition as possible. So let's get into camera 1, and you see over here these list of thingies. Of course your animation set editor is supposed to be on the left side, but I put on the right side because organization is best before you actually do something. So tone map scale is the one that determines the background of it. So, well, it determines the brightness of the camera. So I'm gonna just turn it down and make it around just a little bit lighter. You have to do what you have to like choose the one that's right for you. So I think this is the one that's right, because if you make it too dark, the light effects won't really work properly, because you know. Now, what I like to do with my lighting is I like to put it on a sort of diagonal sort of position, not straight top, unless, you know, it like really defines that character. So this is what I'm gonna do. And my favorite light color that I always use for artworks like this, I use a sort of orangey explosion like thing, because it expresses um it it shows it shows epicness. It's the best color to show epicness, in my opinion. So you can play around with other colors, what you think is best, but I'm going to stick with what I like. So I'm going to also use other lighting as well. So you don't always have to use one light to make it effective. I'm gonna turn up the brightness of this thing, so then this thing can also pop out. But I'm just gonna shine it onto this one specific thing. And here it is. It looks very, very unprofessional, but I'm still happy with this. So, actually, no, I'm going to make it look like a sunbeam sort of thing. So, here it is. Yes, this is enable volumetrics. Basically, what it does is make it looks like this sort of thing, like a sort of spotlight. I like to do that a lot, but I only do it when the artwork isn't very effective on lighting. So this adds a flavor to it. A flavor, that's how I should say it. It adds a flavor to it and makes it look more, well, it makes it look more epic. So this time I'm gonna be teaching you how to export it, and then I'm going to be showing you how to put special effects like snow onto the picture. So basically what you do is so first I'm going to find a snow picture, and you have to find one that's suitable. So snow background picture, you have to put specific words in order to get the best things that you can. So let's see, backgrounds like this will work, and also this, and here is a whole bunch more. So I need to find one that is similar in size. So I think I might use search tools, exactly larger than this. Oh my god, that, make sure to use wait, let's see, 1920 1080. I think that's the one that I use for. Damn, this search tool thing sucks balls. But you have to find the best one Ah, here it is, but it looks balls. So so if you want to get the best quality picture, get it on here, but you know, it's just no, it's not good. So uh, this is actually hard. You have to find the best one. Um, not over the top, but not too little at the same time. So something like this was very good, but then has this signature which really sucks. So um, let's see. No, no. Okay, let's see. Do 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 do. Okay. I think this would do. This would probably do, but it may affect the lighting, so we have to experiment. So, I'm just gonna leave that as it is, and I'm gonna get back to Source Filmmaker. Now, to do the best definition exporting is to directly export it from Source Filmmaker. So, but first I'm going to be making it look definitioned, like very high definition. So basically what you do is over here, you right click, render settings, and you see these two things. Now, if you have a good computer or good laptop, you can put it to max overrides 1024 and 256. But there are also other smaller alternatives that also have decent definition stuff. But after I have quite a decent desktop, I'm going to be putting on max and gonna press OK. Now what this does is it may look a bit patchy, but um but that's how it's done. So you basically, to export it, you press File, Export, and I'm gonna be doing a poster because that's what I always like to do. Now, save it in a specific place where you exactly know where it is. So I'm gonna be putting it on C, desktop, SFM work. Now, I'm gonna be putting in, how should I say, what should I put? What should I name it? Let's see. I'll just name it Cold Soldier. That's legit what all I do. JPEG. And these are the settings, the image sizes that I do, and I make it pixels, though not inches because it will be massive. And export poster. It takes a while to load because we added those like render settings, so then it makes it slower, but then it was worth the wait because it makes it a lot more high definition. So let's see. Let's find a decent one first. Snow background, snow background, snow background, snow background, snow background. No, no, no. It's 2 out of 4 tiles being rendered. So let's just take our time and find maybe a better one. Okay, I think that's it, basically. I think this is the only one that's actually good. So I may seem very lazy and stuff, but you have sometimes you don't have to like you don't have to spend so much time on just doing one thing, basically, because that's how that's how things get done. The first idea is the best idea isn't always better than the first idea. Okay, so keep that in mind. Also, a reference to my drama lessons. So, yeah. Uh, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, that yawn. So, um, go to the place where you saved it. So, C, desktop, SFM work, and what? And this is paint.net. You have to install it. I'll put the downloads links in the description below. And what's so special about it is in SFM when you export an image, it will immediately make a TGA file of that image. So I exported this cold soldier and it looks very high definition. So now go to coldsoldier.tga because they designed it like that, which is very useful. And let's see it appear in paint.net. It takes the time to load because it's quite a big image. Now here it is. Install when I exit. No. So I'm going to leave that, and basically to add on to that snow image that I put, basically I'm just going to exit out of this, and the snow image I put it over here. So what I do is put it onto here and add layer. Now it covers the whole entire thing. So basically what you do is I'm going to go to my how should I say it? I think it's you have to play around with these settings because I forgot most of them because it's been a very long time since I've used them. So effects, nope. Uh, I layer properties, yeah. It's layer properties, and you can set the opacity down, and you can make it look a bit snowy. I know it got rid of the lighting, but sometimes you just have to stick with what you have. But I think this is pretty good. Um, yeah, this is collarbone. Actually, no, screen would probably be best. Yeah. Now, what you have to play around with these modes in the layer properties, and you'll find the best settings and modes for your image. So I'm just gonna stick with this because it looks very nice, and I'm going to be doing my actual editing, which I usually do for all my images. I go to adjustment, brightness and contrast. I change the contrast down. Well, how should I say it? Um, I'll make it a bit high, so then it gets rid of this bluey sort of ice, this bluey sort of snow, and it gives it yeah. Now I'm gonna just add a tint of blue on the snow, like this, 69. Well, not intended to be like sex jokes or anything, but um, brightness isn't very all out important. So you can see the difference over here when I change it just a bit. So I'm gonna put it over here, and I'm happy with this now. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and I am going to save this thing onto my desktop, my actual desktop, called Soldier. Now, oh shoot, I'm not even sure if that's how you spell it. Crap, Cold Soldier. Now I'm gonna save this as a JPEG file because PDN is the paint.net file, which is like when you save your Photoshop file into PSD. You can also do this editing on Photoshop, and it'll be a lot more advanced than what Paint.net can do. But Paint.net is like it's a free alternative to Photoshop. But if you want an actual free a lot like a really good one, a really good alternative to Photoshop, and it's free, get GIMP. I'll also put that in the link on the description, but it's a lot more complicated to use than Paint.net. So this is how you I've been covering three things. Um, one is the custom posing and how it's really done, and lighting and stuff, and special effects, and exporting as well, and adding special effects on Paint.net. So I'm just gonna save it, and this is a extreme long video. I'm gonna also flatten it out because I added 2 layers. Now, the real artwork should be appearing over here. Now, I'm very happy with this image. You have to be happy with your image in order to make it, in order to um make it look good. Okay, you have to be passionate about what you're making. So I'm gonna end this video here. It's a really long episode, 42 minutes. So I'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.